Hello and welcome to episode 21 of the Automation Podcast, brought to you by insightsinautomation.com. I'm Shawn, your host, and today we're going to talk about some PLC and HMI and other video training videos that Rockwell offers online for free. So let's talk about this now. People have been asking for this for a long time, right? And several years ago, Rockwell started producing these videos, and I think that overall they've done a pretty good job. So you be the judge of that. You can find these videos at www.ab.com/go/IA tools. And the first set of videos we'll look at here are on the Getting Started with Equipment tab. And if you go to that tab, you'll find down towards the bottom something called RSLogix 5000 Start Page Videos for New Users. Now, these are the same videos you'll have inside the software. When you open up the software and that start page flies out, those videos are there. I'm surprised how many people still don't know those videos are built into the software. But if you want to view them later when you're not on the computer that has your RSLogix on it, then going to ab.com is a great way to view them. And great for students, great for new learners, just to kind of learn at their own pace. Now, these videos are broken up into 5 categories: Getting Started, Getting Connected, My First Project, Learn More About RSLogix 5000, and Advanced Topics. So let's take a look at each of these one by one. With Getting Started, they basically talk about, navigating Windows and navigating on your computer. Typically things you're not going to need help with. Okay, if you know how to use a computer, you can skip Getting Started. Getting Connected shows you how to configure a serial driver in RSLinx. It also shows you how to load new firmware into a controller using that serial driver. Now, I don't recommend doing that. It will take forever. But I understand why in this training video they show you how to do that, because the serial port's probably the easiest thing to set up. Once you know it's working, it's working. Ethernet adds another level of complexity. So, I don't blame them for putting that in the video. But trying to flash a processor via serial port, that could take over an hour. They also cover in here how to assign an IP address to the controller, as well as how to configure an Ethernet IP driver. Now, in the My First Project section, this is great for those new users of ControlLogix or RSLogix 5000. It walks you through how to create a project, how to modify a task, how to modify the main program and the main routine that you get by default with a new project. Shows you how to add an input module and an output module, how to create a tag, how to create your own user-defined data types, as well as entering in your first ladder diagram routine of logic. They also cover verifying a project, downloading a project, going online, changing the mode of the controller, and monitoring and editing data online. It's a pretty comprehensive list of things they show you to do in these My First Project videos. Now, the next set of RSLogix 5000 videos are under the Learn More About section. And they talk about importing programs, routines, and instructions while online. They talk about product documentation, language switching. They show you how to create an alias tag, show you how to produce and consume a tag. Now, I recommend this video a lot because a lot of people want to start using produced and consumed. However, they've never done it, so this video walks them through it. They also have a video on how to find and clear major faults, how to toggle a bit, how to clear I/O communication faults, how to force I/O, how to update a module's firmware, how to search using the cross-reference, very handy, how to search for different components, how to identify tags for I/O data, entering in function block diagrams, entering in structured text, and entering sequential function chart language elements. So if you've never used function block diagram, structured text, or sequential function chart, there are videos that step you through it right on ab.com and also in the start page of your RSLogix 5000. They also take you through creating a new program, creating a periodic task, changing the program schedule of a task, changing a running routine, whether it be ladder logic, function block, sequential function chart, or structured text. They cover them all. They also show you how to create an equipment phase, how to configure a pre-state routine in an equipment phase, and also how to manually create an equipment phase. Man, that's a lot. Those are all separate videos on ab.com. And there's still one section left, Advanced Topics. There they cover the logic space alarming, the guard logics, the kinematics, phase manager, and add-on instructions. all of these videos, all these how-to videos, totally free. Again, all on the website and all inside of your copy of RSLogix 5000. Now, if you watch some of these videos, there's no fast forward, all right? So the videos have been designed for the beginner in mind. If you're from the Northeast, you may have to have a little extra patience as the videos do go a little slow. But again, remember, they're designed for beginners. So if you've watched any of these videos, I'd love to get your feedback. Just send them to me over at theautomationpodcast.com, and I'd love to hear what you think about them. Now, once we get past the RSLogix 5000 videos that are available, there are also Factory Talk View videos. Now, unlike RSLogix 5000, though, these are only on the website. They're not built into the software anywhere. There's no stop page in View Studio that pops out with these videos. I wish there was, but there isn't. So let's see what we have for Factory Talk View Studio free videos on alanbradley.com. Okay, so the Factory Talk View Machine Edition Quick Stop videos are divided into 3 sections: Getting Started, Getting Connected, and My First Project. Getting Started is just a glossary of terms, so you can probably skip that and go right to Getting Connected. This shows you how to set up PanelView Plus communications, as well as how to select and connect with communication cables. Then we get into the meat of the videos with My First Project. Here's where they show you how to create a new View Studio application and define your startup settings. Then you set up the communications with inside an application. Then it takes you through defining project settings, as well as creating a new graphic display and adding a numeric display object on it. Then they take you through navigation buttons, testing graphic displays, testing the application, creating a runtime file, and downloading that runtime file right to your PanelView Plus terminal. So pretty much all the basics they're covering right there. They don't cover anything like data logging or alarming, but all the basics of getting a screen connected to your PLC, creating a runtime, and downloading it to your panel, that's all in there. So that's great for new users out there. If you know anybody who's just starting off with it, or if you're just starting off yourself, these are some great videos to watch. Again, totally free at ab.com. Now, the final set of videos I'd like to cover today in the same exact location are activation videos. You'll see them in the same place. They're under Factory Talk Activation Quick Start videos. These show you how to activate your product. Now, if you've activated your product already, you probably thought it was pretty easy. However, if you're new to activation, maybe your IT department always sets up your laptop. You never configure a laptop from scratch, but you're in charge of installing Rockwell software on your computer. These activation videos should be a big help to you. I think they're very straightforward. We have several of them here. I'll just read them off. Choosing a host ID. What is a host ID? That is what your activation is tied to. So with Windows, you really don't know what your activation is tied to. It could be tied to, it's actually tied to a number of different things in combination. But with Rockwell, the nice thing is you can actually tie your activation to a single host ID. It could be the serial number of your hard drive. It could be the MAC address of your Ethernet card. You choose it. It could be a dongle, a Rockwell dongle. You choose what you want it to be. The next video is for getting activations from a computer with internet access. By far the easiest way to activate a computer. However, it's no big deal if the computer doesn't have internet access. You just write down the MAC address of the computer's Ethernet card or the serial number of that computer's hard drive. You go to a computer that is online and you can activate it that way. Finding available activations is another video. It's a good one to watch because everybody should know what activations the software is actually finding and not finding. Borrowing and returning activations. If you have a server where you put all your activations, you need to borrow and then return them. Managing activations, interpreting activation-related messages, rehosting activations. In other words, I'm getting a new computer. I want to rehost the activation on my old computer so I can pull it back down from the cloud onto my new computer. We call that rehosting. There's 2 videos on that, one when the computer has internet access and one when the computer does not. And then the final video, getting activations for a computer without internet access. So anything you wanted to know about activation, it's all there. And don't forget, activation support from Rockwell Automation is totally free. Just go to ab.com, go to Knowledge Base. You'll see on the left-hand side a chat box. Drop down that chat box, select the activation choice, and you'll be able to ask all the questions you want via chat. I have been able to get clients' activations reset this way, get their activation letter resent to them via email, change their name, and do a lot of different things via chat. It's very easy, and they're very responsive. At least that's what I found. So that's it for today's podcast. I wanted to introduce you to all these awesome videos that are on ab.com, which a lot of people still don't know about. Check it out. Again, you go to ab.com/go/IA tools with an S, and those are all lowercase. and then you choose the Getting Started with Equipment tab, and you'll see those links I discussed. And that's it for another episode of the Automation Podcast. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or corrections, please don't hesitate to share them with us by replying to this episode's blog post at theautomationpodcast.com. And you can always stay up to date with all the Insights websites at insightsinautomation.com. I'm your host, Shawn Tierney, and until next time, peace.